Pisces, welcome to your extended version of yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Hopefully, if you sent me a postcard, you see it on the back wall. As you can see, I finally got around to changing up the background space, and I'm determined to make that a rotating feature every month or so to kind of change up the background here and there, because you guys are just so terribly generous, and I wanted to show the diversity of Sassy Fam. And I received postcards from all over the globe, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. Your letters, your cards, your gifts. And then I finally got around to doing this. I hope you like it. And the next time I change up the background, it'll be to showcase all those folks who have shown me their artistic skills. I receive fairly frequently sketches, drawings, paintings. You guys are just so terribly talented. So thank you so much for sharing your gifts, and I hope to incorporate the next time I switch up the background, you know? I can't wait to show off some of the things you guys have sent me. It's really cool. But again, thank you. And we have new glasses. I like them. I feel it. I feel they kind of capture my essence, you know? Show me what I need to see, please, for that Piscean energy. What's going on for Pisces? Now, like always, take what resonates, if it's not, reverse energies as applies, more so as collective readings in the yours and theirs. So I can say things like yours, theirs, and shared, but the collective energy being what it is, some back and forth is going to happen. Okay, so in which case it comes down to you and knowing your person and understanding when I just said something, whom it applies to. Okay, show me please. Pisces and their person, Pisces and their person, Pisces and their person, please. What is going on for Pisces? Oh. Yes, indeed. As I was telling Scorpio, this is the biggest deck I've ever handled. And I've handled some big decks, honey. But indeed, this one has been the most challenging. But in the end, no matter how large those decks are, I conquer them. Hi, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Christina. I have a sense of humor. Strength. The Empress. Six of Pentacles. Okay, that's pretty good balanced energy. I like it. Who's connecting to you? Ace of Wands. Four of Wands. Ace of Cups. Oh, somebody who's interested in you too. Oh, Pisces, honey, stop the presses. I like it. I like it. I do. Okay, you're in a very good place with your energy. You really are. It looks quite lovely. It's strong yet serene. Okay, it's capable but soft. It is firm but productive. I like this. I really do. Now, it could be that I am seeing a marriage here. It does not have to be the Empress with the Four of Wands right there. Two big cards right there on the midline. Yes, it could absolutely be a marriage, and also one that looks brand new. And if that is you, congratulations to you. It's looking very much like you two might be in the honeymoon phase. So you do let me know if that applies to you, because just on these two alone, right there on the midline, trying to connect, it does, for some of you, yes, look like a very fresh commitment, i.e. marriage, and then also possibly just freshly entering engagement of some type or exclusivity, because again, the Four of Wands does not have to be marriage. It is a relationship card, yes, one of the strongest ones. So the Four of Wands says my energy plus your energy stands up and acknowledges each other. We mirror each other in terms of love, feeling, and goals. That's what a relationship is. But the Empress means this is someone who's very, very important to me. I am reading, however, you as being Strength and Empress at this time. Like I said, both strong and soft, both giving, warm, and productive, but firm, reliable, willed, leadership, that kind of thing. But you also showed me Six of Pentacles. You are balancing with somebody here who looks like they're just as happy to balance with you. Now, it's going to go a little bit more beyond the Six of Pentacles here. I think that's interesting that they're showing me that. I do believe that you feel very strongly in and of your own self, and you're presenting it in a way that's healthy, I believe. I do believe you are presenting to me very healthy, cohesive energy that suggests I know myself and I feel really fucking good. And I know that when you start connecting with somebody, it should be more in the Six of Pentacles, okay? Equal reciprocation, healthy back and forth. Not just tit for tat, but because I'm a quality person, I know how much of myself to give as opposed to just expectation of back and forth. Okay, it's kind of a quality conscious decision on your part with the energy. The person who's surrounding you is aces, literally. Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Hoo hoo hoo. Somebody whose energy, so again, you could be entering a fresh relationship, or you two just recently got engaged, married, again, congratulations, or you have recently become exclusive, sure, but their energy is so vital and fresh, it makes me think that this person is very much new, but they're also relationship oriented. Not that you're necessarily in a relationship with them yet, you understand? Big difference. I don't know. We need to clarify. Also, I don't know what I'm going to see on that shared energy. So that's going to tell me, yeah, you started out as friends. Okay. That's interesting. Death is here as well. Tower and death. Heavy Scorpio energy does not have to be. It could be, but I'm just letting you know right now. Hold on. One more thing, please. The star. Yes, you do have strong hopes and desires at this time. I have got to see that shared energy. That's terribly interesting. It might be you two decided to kind of kill any kind of concept of friendship. Okay, like there was a radical transformation of how you two were experiencing the energy. Started out as friends. I don't want to be friends. I immediately want to launch into whatever this is. That could very well be. It might have been very fast. Very fast. I don't quite know. I'm terribly curious about death and why it's here. I'm very, very curious. It could be that some of you recently have ended connections, even though I say shared. Sometimes it is singular. It just depends, especially if this person's new and you don't have a working premise for who they are. There's a good chance I can see the energy where you came from. And that Tower, Three of Pentacles, for some of you, you've recently released friendships or things that weren't going anywhere. So let me tell you what that means. The Three of Pentacles is the first time we see a working structure or working base in tarot. Now, as it relates to relationships, you start connecting with somebody in that way. Oh, we have a lot of little things in common. Cool. We started off as cooperation, colleagues, friends, that kind of thing. And the idea is the Three of Pentacles, you start engaging with that energy just a little bit to figure out where is it going to go. Is it going to go into a Six of Cups? Is it going to go into a 10? Is it going to go into something that's disastrous? I don't know. But the idea here is it's like, I have every reason to believe Pisces. I'm looking at a Pisces who says, no more friends. No more friendship relationships. Thank you very much. I have completely ended those things that do not serve me, they do not benefit me, or they won't transform. I agree with you. And that's part of being a healthy person that you are showing me is the strength in the Empress, that as a healthy person, I don't want any more connections that just end up as kind of loose acquaintances or friendships. I'm over that. I'm done with that. And more to the point, and here's a very distinct feature, and this is what I'm picking up on. If those relationships that I start connecting with on the Three of Pentacles, if they don't start radically transforming right away, in other words, if I don't connect with them faster, if I don't have enough proof that that Three of Pentacles is going to launch somewhere productive, I'm done. I won't humor it. I won't entertain it. So that's why I strongly suspect this is kind of your singular energy, because this one still has the smack of freshness on it. I can't dismiss the idea that you two might have recently gone into marriage and or engagement, but the fact of the matter is I'm seeing such a productive, high-value Pisces who is very comfortable in their energy, and you worked very hard to be where you are, very healthy, very cohesive, that you're telling me, Christina, I know how to be responsible with my energy because I'm such a quality person. And because I'm such a quality person, I understand now if anything that I want to pursue romantically in nature is coming across as a friendship, I'm going to cut it out. I don't have time for that. I'm looking for someone who can meet me more on this side of life, not the soft entry, let's spin this out for a couple of years and see if we're compatible, hope it works out, fingers crossed. I'm done with that. The idea is I want to meet somebody and I want to kick it off, and I want to kick it off strong, man. That's my hopes, those are my desires. I'm looking at a Pisces who's aiming for the stars in an almost very real concept. So the star is another lecture here. Sorry, I don't mean to, but it's just you've got a lot going on. And it's all beautiful. The star here is a little bit more, it's a lot more personal to us. The Sun is easy. The Sun, of course, is the happiest card in the deck. No one disputes that. However, the Sun is easy to come by. All you have to do is walk out your door. Right? The Star is much more specific. It is a point of reference for us to reach for the stars. To go after what we want that makes us happy. Very much so. The more we put ourselves into it, the more it feels right for us. Like we were always meant to do that thing. We were always meant to fall in love with that person. We were always meant to have this particular career, so on and so forth. So the star is much more complicated. It's not as straightforward as walking outside your door and feeling the sun, is it? No, the stars shift. The constellation shifts. So if that's our goal, then we have to keep our eye on it and constantly strive towards it, no matter how things change. We have to keep our eye on the prize. So some of you are looking for something so much more outstanding. Something that you can really reach for and say that this is what's meant for me. And I know that. So when I say I'm looking at a Pisces who's like, man, if a connection presents itself straight away as a friendship and it won't progress at a certain way, at a certain pace, and it doesn't feel right, I'm just not going to humor it. I'm just not going to entertain it. And I was telling this to Scorpio a couple weeks ago. It's like, I have enough friends. Thank you. Me personally, I'm like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This Seven Dwarfs is like 7 friends is enough. I don't need any more friends. You know, present to me something larger or go away, because you're just wasting time. So in a respect, Pisces, I understand kind of like the language that you're presenting to me today, and it comes from that resting point, this beautiful resting point you have of, I know myself, and I know what I'm going to entertain, and I know what I'm not going to entertain. I'm a high value productive person, and if I'm going to share, I'm going to share it right, and I want to do it right, and I want it to immediately mean something more to me, not less. I don't want to have to keep spinning it out and trying to work with it and make something fit that just won't. I ain't got time for that. Your energy's telling me. All right, let's do it. Cheers. Today's drink, of course, is herbal tea. It usually is. The star is your overview, your hopes, your dreams. That's interesting. I was told to go for the Klimt. This tarot deck is based off entirely of the paintings of Gustav Klimt. Beautiful deck. Beautiful deck. Highly recommend it. Show me the star, please. Of course, you might have some very strong Aquarius in your chart. Scorpio, that could be a connectivity person. So is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Libra, a little bit. Of course, do not get fixated on the signs. Okay, they're just general points of reference. Just because the power cards are here doesn't mean that actual sign is. Okay, show me the star, please. And for those of you who always ask me, is that Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Any of them, all of them. I don't care. If it resonates, it resonates. It really doesn't matter what your placement is. There are some, but there's so few, honey, that actually say, oh, this is for your rising sign only. And if that's true, that's their responsibility to say it. I don't say it because if it applies, it applies. It doesn't, it doesn't. See how simple that is? There you go. The star. And that's why I don't announce it. Frankly, honey, you know, I honestly find more value reading towards the Mercury placement. Mercury is extremely powerful, but for some reason, it's one of the least recognized placements. I don't know why. Mercury energy is intense, man. It's Mercury. So, I don't know why. Honestly, I think there's a lot more value in Mercury than just the Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. They all have their place, don't get me wrong. 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. You got foundation concepts, lovers, honey. You want the whole enchilada. You want the whole thing. Honey, look at you go. Goodness me. Oh my God. Your star has everything in it. We've got everything here. My pathway is with my lover, whoever that is to you, but in a real tangible life, constructive. You have a very strong sense of productivity here. The Pisces I'm looking at, you might have some very strong earth orientation, or you have a very strong value for real world good. I wish more people did. Instead of just gravitating towards all these emotional and spiritual connections, it's like, let's make it real. Hell yes, Pisces wants to make it real. It's nice to see you again, honey. I haven't called you my Spices in a long time. Spicy Pisces, I gave you that nickname a year ago. I haven't used it in a long time. You've had some very dramatic reads these past several months. I know, I've been there. So the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, goodness me, that's a hell of a foundation. It's beautiful, it's productive, it's quality of life. We got finances in here, we got money in here, we got community, we got family and friends in here, we got a special somebody in there. The lovers. Now, I have to say, hopes, dreams, desires. I have every reason to believe this is what you want. And I hope you get it. If this is what you want, this is what I want for you. It's beautiful, it's pure, and it's straightforward. I want that for you. Whether or not you actually have it now, I don't know. Because it is under the stars. What you desire is correct. Your goal is correct. Just make sure you assign the goal to the correct person. Because I am looking at a high quality Pisces. You know yourself, you're very productive, you're very giving, but you're also strong. I'm seeing aspects of both the feminine as well as the masculine that balance each other quite well. So when I say that you are wholesome and cohesive, that's exactly what that means. You have a very strong sense of both masculine and feminine bodies. That's wonderful. And it's literally on the Six of Pentacles too. So you also have a very comfortable idea of how your energy is meant to be executed in the real world. Who's worthy of receiving it? Because this is how I perceive myself. Healthy. Very healthy. Very healthy. So I'm very proud of you. That is some very healthy energy and perspective. I'm going to clarify further. Will I see a bunch of nonsense? Yeah. Will I see some stuff here and there, back and forth, ups and downs? Yeah, that's normal. But your baseline is gorgeous. And the baseline is going to stand very strongly. And so it does. This is terribly interesting. I can't wait to get to that. That's very specific. This is. The Lovers, Aquarius, Gemini, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I hope you get there. You seem to have some very strong impressions about what your star is, okay? And I hope that you do achieve it. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Oh yeah, I'll see nonsense. That's normal. I've yet to see a 100% perfectly happy rainbows, butterflies, and unicorns. And as we know, we don't do that. Real tarot reflects real life. However, if I do see rainbows and unicorns and butterflies, I will tell you. But I'm also going to give you the other side too. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Show me strength. Show me strength, please. Lovely foundation energy. Two of Cups, Strength, Ace of Pentacles. You are very much interested in new. Oh, honey. Look at you. With some strength of will, Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You are showing me a lot of activity. A lot of healthy activity. There's something here that seems to be gravitating towards you, or you are gravitating towards it, very much wanting to make a realistic offer and investment in love, and it's coming from a place of strength, masculine strength specifically. Let's switch over to the feminine energy. I'm seeing, oh, this is terribly interesting. Show me the Empress, please. 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 It's beautiful. Show me the Empress, please. You have to have started connecting to someone, High Priestess, your intuition. You have opened yourself up to somebody. Wow. And it felt correct to you. Wow, Pisces. Wow. Very strong, healthy mix of masculine and feminine. Taking charge as well as feeling that things are correct. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, very balanced nature you have. Highly cooperative, balanced nature you have. Your parts will know how to work together. And that's really strong energy integration. Okay? I like that. I really do. You have started communicating with somebody. It looks like you have opened yourself up towards them. It could be that you received an offer, true. But I honestly see it coming from you. I see you extending yourself outward, to be honest. And it's done so through a place of feeling, intuition, strength of conviction. Your heart space seems to be full. You want to share it, and you're harmonizing with somebody, or you're trying to. It looks really good. Show me that Six of Pentacles, please. Ooh, I'm gonna check on them in a minute. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know if you two have met each other yet. I do see you, however, feeling like you need to put forward a cup. You might feel like your person's shy or hesitating. I don't know. Six of Pentacles, please. I know what you want. I know what you want. You're very grounded, well-to-do Pisces, I believe. The Six of Pentacles, please. The Six of Pentacles. For some of you, the 18th was important. Either October 18th or upcoming November 18th is. I do not know. I do not know. I'm just getting 18. And that's also your master number, by the way, is 18. Could be you met a fellow Pisces, sure. Yeah. Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, good God. Three of Cups. You are really strongly connecting to somebody who turns you on. And they also really kind of provoke your devotional energy here. Your commitment energy with the Hierophant, Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, Six of Pentacles. You are realistically balancing up with someone who is becoming increasingly important to you over it looks like days, hours. It's not that it's happening fast, it's just happening just right. At least according to your energy, it's happening just right. The balance is correct. The energy is correct. You're telling me you're coming from a good and correct space with the best intentions. I know what your intentions are. I see it over here. And it's really, the more you connect with this person, literally, they might be fire-oriented. Aries, Leo, Sag doesn't have to be, but someone who is passionate. They provoke a certain response to you that induces both your protective qualities. I'm sorry, I don't typically default to masculine and feminine energies. I don't really need to. Tarot is intended to be neutral. It's about the energy, not the sex. But in this respect, you actually are showing me both masculine and feminine strongly. You are showing me protectiveness as well as devotion. To someone who provokes a lot of feelings in you, but the point is, it's natural, it's not forced, which is always a good thing. The more natural the flow is, the more organic the flow is, the better. The more we have to talk ourselves into something or out of something, this is energy contradiction, and this is where we get fragmented and fucked up. We don't want that. You're telling me I'm on board with this. Everything feels right. Literally, you're telling me, Christina, everything feels right. You are connecting with this person in the real world. It's not hypothetical. Congratulations to you. I don't know who broke the ice. I really don't. It does. I see a portion of you extending yourself outwards, but it's coming from a good place. And the reception end seems... I'll get to them. I will get to them. Your intuition here is the High Priestess, but for some reason I feel like you're connecting to someone who's as intuitive as you are. That's the thing. I do feel like that's the thing. I really, really do. There's something about their energy that speaks to you on wavelengths. I don't quite know how to explain it. I got to do a time check on this, honey. It looks like... I see your hopes and dreams, they're rational. And this person, literally 8 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. In the reality, if you continue on in this way, they're going to continue to grow within that foundation and create the productivity with you. I already strongly suspect you're someone who's already well grounded, and they're going to enhance or add to that, I believe. That's the hopes and dreams anyway. Whoo, lovely. Of course, when you look at Scorpios, they had the opposite of the Lovers, two people who were working against each other instead of for each other. That's the whole idea of the Lovers, is that you build each other up, you don't tear each other apart. And so that was the poor execution of the Lovers. It really was. It was one of the poorest examples of a Lovers connection I'd ever seen that had gone south. It was so... It broke my heart. And that's why theirs was so damn long, 90 minutes. I was in my effort to understand. Yours, however, is fluid, it's straightforward, it's beautiful, your energy is on point, and I see you connecting with someone who provokes your devotional energy, your strength, your protective qualities, but also evokes in you a certain level of softness. That softness that says, I can feel you. It's the feminine energy. And I can feel in you what you're able to do and what you could mean in my life. So that's beautiful. Like I said, I'm looking at a very balanced, and I mean balanced, Pisces. You have really strong respect for both of those sides of yourself. And we all have masculine and feminine energies. Just depends on what degree that we're talking about. But you seem to have a very strong nature towards both. It's almost split, but works together, which is great. I love it. I do. Let's see this person. Oh yeah, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups. They do seem to be a little bit more on the relationship-oriented side, which is good because they seem to be connecting to you in a space that suggests it's new, that they're open to it. Let's see. I hope that their energy is as strong as yours and it's as well received and shared as yours. I don't know. Let's find out. Show me this person's Ace of Wands, please. Show me this person's Ace of Wands, please. Show me this person Ace of Wands, please. Show me. They might be a water-fire combo, of course. That's not really the point, though. The Magician. Nine of Swords. They're stressed about pulling it in, but Queen of Swords. They have a stress element here of pulling something in. They want to, the light of pathway, the invigoration, the passion, creativity. But they're also showing me Queen of Swords. They have a very strong mind, okay? And sometimes their mentality, in fact, works against them in terms of a lot of thoughts on this person's mind. They have a sort of natural sense of anxiety attached to them, a little frustration, a little tentativeness, a little fear. So they kind of put on a mask that says, I'm sharp, you know. Be careful. Be careful how you approach me. Be careful how you talk to me. They're showing me caution. So they have a strong mind, but behind that is a certain level of worriness and fuss attached to their energy. That suggests that they are very sharp thinkers and they might have a very sharp tongue. But it comes from a place of a little. I want to know why they're showing me Nine of Swords. Because they are manifesting. They are manifesting as well, and I believe they're manifesting towards you. There's a little bit of stress element attached to it. It might be that this person is just naturally inclined to be kind of a worrywart, or someone who has a lot of mental activity, like a lot. They think about a lot, they stress about a lot, especially the higher the responsibilities this person has, the more multi-directional their thoughts might be. That makes sense too. But this person, yeah, they kind of have a take no shit attitude. FYI. But if you know that about them, you know that about them. You might like that. But the Ace of Wands, they're showing me, oh yeah, they're willing to open up towards you. In fact, they're manifesting. A Magician. Magician don't play. Neither does the Queen of Swords. Those two make a hell of a team. They're kind of scary, actually. But you know, the Nine of Swords, though, is kind of attached to this person. So just please know that they have what looks like a very active mind. Okay, they might be a little bit of a worrywart, like I said. They might have a tendency towards anxiety, but they're not going to show it with that Queen of Swords. So this person's mind is a bit of a hive. It is a bit of a hive. And they might have a bit of a poker face. So even while they're desiring it, okay, they might be trying to keep that under wraps. Perhaps they have something on their mind because I just don't feel... I will dig a little deeper on that Nine of Swords and see where that comes from. Because they're showing me manifestation efforts and the efforts of new. Generating some good, strong energy. They have a sharp mind. They got a sharp tongue. So I want to know where that Nine of Swords comes from. Perhaps they're having a hard... Is that... Well, it could be that, though. It could be that simple. All right. That's my Nine of Swords just overthinking shit right there. It could be that simple. If this person's trying to manifest new and it's been a while, or they feel a little protective of themselves, their energy's a little determined, that might be why. Maybe it's been a while since they've manifested. They don't know what they're going to get. That kind of thing. Let's take a look. They do seem to be relationship oriented, though, the Four of Wands. Show me this Four of Wands, please, for this person. Show me the Four of Wands. Ooh. They do have a hive mind, I will say that. Very busy, their mental thoughts. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands. Show me that Four of Wands. This is that person. They've, quote unquote, always got something on their mind. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so it begins. There it is. Incoming offer. Somebody's extending it to somebody. The Hermit, it feels correct. King of Cups. I think that's who they really are. I think that's who they really are. This person is relationship oriented. You know what? Dimes to donuts, Pisces. Dime to donuts. I'm telling you right now. This is who they present, I believe, to new energy that they don't know. and may not trust right away. So that's why they tend to have a firm gaze or a firm mind or firm words, because they're showing me manifestation. Yes, I would like new. Yes, I would like sincerity. Yes, I would like a relationship. Also, I'm cautious. Don't fuck with me. It's something like that. Yeah, I'm open. I'm open. Just be careful what you say. It's kind of like that. So if you know that about this person, I don't know if you know that, but you're going to find out real quick. But after that, after the introductory phase, they're like, oh no, I'm totally soft and squishy. I'm a healer. I feel like this is who this person really is. They're telling me that they're a healer. Okay. The King of Cups, again, more Scorpio energy. Then we have Virgo here, the Hermit, Ace of Pentacles. There's the offer. So it could be you extending to them. It could be them extending to you. I don't know, but they are, again, relationship oriented. Okay? So they're looking for the real deal too. They are. But they have a heavy sense of caution, caution, caution. Be careful. And then once we get past that, yeah, there's a good chance you're dealing with a... Well... You know, just someone who's experienced and they've been around the block and they're like, well, let me get my thoughts in order with you first before I figure out if you're worth manifesting, that kind of thing. And so, but this is who they really are. I believe that at the essence of things, they're a healer. They might naturally, that actually might be one of their professions, be it mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual. I do believe that this person's a healer. And they do seem to be relationship oriented. As I said, they do want the real deal as much as you do, but they are showing me be cautious. You know, I don't mince words. That kind of thing. Ace of Cups. Show me this Ace of Cups, please, for this person. This is fascinating. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Yeah, they're manifesting. And they seem to be receiving the offer or extending it to you, but after they get into a stronger comfort zone, I believe. They have a big heart underneath that kind of face. You understand? They have a big heart under there. Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, working on the heart space. Seven of Cups, options in love. Three of Wands. This person has been working in their love energies for some time. And they are literally looking at you as they work through their heart space and it becomes more developed. Okay, it seems to be expanding, trying to grow into your direction. It's nothing crazy. You're showing me something similar, but on the sense that you're already kind of made up your mind about this person. Okay, you're telling me you've actually made up your mind quite strongly about this person. The balance is correct to you as far as you're concerned. You're showing me heavy aspects of devotion as well as protection when it comes to this person's energy. You treat it carefully. You connect with it often. You connect with it often, and you want to. Like I said, you're already showing me a sense of devotion to it. You are interested in commitment, in other words, so you connect with this person frequently. And as you continue to do so, this person continues to expand in their heart space for you in a way that's comfortable, manageable. You two might be at a bit of a distance. I hope that's not the case. I actually see them, Three of Wands, reflecting back on you, wanting to make sure that you're in this with them as well. Are you both trying to achieve the same goals at the same time? So again, I have every reason to believe this is this person's face, but they are more water oriented because that's a very water process, as you know. Water, when in healthy relationships, likes to check in on their person often to make sure, hey, we're working on the same thing at the same time, right? You are? So am I. Good. Let's keep going. It's that kind of emotional reassurance that this person's like, I want to make sure I'm not wasting my time. You actually had that over here, didn't you? Yeah, you do. You have that over here. They have a similar thing. I want to make sure we're working on the same cup at the same time, okay? That we're not just options for each other. That we're expanding at the same time, that we're both working towards the same cup. that we are both exploring our feelings. The Seven of Cups is the exploration of feelings, not just options in love. That gets left off the tarot table all the time. I've seen it. I know. It's frustrating. So it's not just options in love. It's working through the variety of our feelings and exploring them. This is consistent exploration of feelings. The anticipation of it too. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Consistently exploring emotions and looking forward to it. So this person is enjoying literally their emotional development with you. They want to make sure often that you are on the same page. Honey, you're not just on the same page. You already told me that you've moved past that. That you're already kind of devoted to this connection. In fact, you want to connect with it often. You do. But in a way that's fair and balanced. You've already kind of dedicated. You are really, really, really into this person. I like this person's caution. I have to admit. I like this. I do. I like this. I know you really strongly hope and desire to connect with somebody in that way that's very intimate. But the Lovers, and let's remember, is a multi-layered bonding system. And we have to earn it. It's our greatest reward in this life. That means we have to change. We have to be willing to change. We have to be willing to see that person as exuding the qualities that we ourselves are missing and be willing to adopt them. And the other person has to do likewise. Which is why when most people are confronted with the Lovers, they fail. It's very hard to change. It's much easier just to have a simple love bond. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful. It's just often people will choose simpler love bonds because they're exactly that. They're simple. And we don't feel such a strong pressure, innate pressure, to connect with something that feels so strong that it's unobtainable. And the Pisces I'm looking at, you actually kind of want the unobtainable. You want the big fish. You want the big kahuna. You want the challenge. But it's not just the challenge. It's like, it's not just about the challenge, honey. It's like you want to thrive. And you're like, I'm willing to accept that because I myself am a complete person. I would like to find someone who is equally as complete as myself. So it's like you're already quite cohesive. So that would make sense then if you did connect with a lover. It almost looks easy. Yeah, it's the advantage of being a whole person, you know? Everybody thinks they're looking for their missing piece. And when you do that, you set yourself up for failure because you always think there's a missing piece. Oh, I'm going to find my magical missing piece in this other person. Honey, you should already be a whole person. You don't need someone to complete you. You need someone to enhance you. And that's the whole point, the real point of the Lovers, and why most people actually shy away from it. There's your opportunity to be enhanced, but it requires work. You've actually done quite a bit of work already. You know what I mean? You really do seem to think or believe that this connection enhances you correctly. They have a steady pace around them. They have a big squishy heart, but there is a sense of caution surrounding their energy. They are relationship oriented. They have a strong mind. They are a healer. But they work at their feelings at a certain pace. And they're not going to be rushed. I'm going to tell you that right now. But so long as that pace is consistent, because this person's showing me consistency, they're part of that Eight of Pentacles that's attached to your 10. Their contributive efforts are steady and well practiced. But they come from that healer orientation. Like, I know me and I know myself, I know my pace. Yes, I want a relationship, but I'm not going to be rushed in my cup. And you're like, that's fine. I know what I'm signing up for. I'm all about that. See? Very good. I like this. I like this a lot. This is quite nice. And I was like, here it's like, oh, okay, Tina, move on. When do I meet them? I know. This is really interesting. And I don't want any options in love. You know, I want something that's workable, something that's buildable, something that's reliable, something that's predictable. Yeah, I got big feelings. That's all the more reason why I'm looking for something legit. So tell me that you can build a world with me at a steady pace that's not scary or weird, but is actually functional. And I can give you my heart, something like that. And in other words, I don't want, you know, any more non-productive. This person does not like non-productivity. It's like that. If we're going to be connected, it has to produce something. And you actually had something similar. Any more friendships, and I'm done with that. I'm done with friends. I don't think this is shared at all. Like I said, there's this introducing itself to you, or you're introducing yourself to it. So I don't think you have much shared energy with this person at all. That's being literally built upon as we speak. So no, I think this is just you. The Tower, please. I just heard Spirit say yes. Yes, okay. Thank you for that confirmation. Which one, please? For Klimt or the Golden Universal, please? The Golden Universal. The Tower, please. Show me the Tower. Radical shakeup of things. If it doesn't transform right away, it's out. If it's taking too long to figure out, it's out. I'm looking for something bigger, a higher plane of existence, a stronger connectivity. I want to be on that pathway. I don't care if it's a challenge. I just know it's right for me. It's not going to be too much of a challenge, honey, because you've done so much work already that tells me that you're a whole person. Show me the Tower, please. Show me the Tower, please. Show me the Tower, please. Nine of Wands. Resistance to change. The King of Wands. King of Swords. There was a decision here that you had made. Some sort of radical decision. One that you had been resisting for some time. But when you made it, you finally made it. King of Swords, the King of Wands. You might have some strong Leo and Aquarius in your chart. I've actually seen both of those aspects already. So that's just confirmation for some of you. The Nine of Wands. There's been resistance to change and something. But when you made that decision, you made it. What is this for your Pentacles, please? Resistance too, but the bigger parts of your personality that are here. This is more of your masculine side I'm looking at. And it says, I've made this decision. I've been resisting it, but I've made it, and now I'm not going to change my mind. King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, King of Pentacles. Correct. Okay, pegged it. You're showing me heavy Emperor energy now. You just pulled all kings. I'm telling you, I'm looking at a masculine with very strong but cohesive, well-balanced feminine energies. King, 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 king. All four kings add up to Emperor. You've already shown me the Empress. So when I'm telling you, I'm looking at a Pisces whose energy is equally divided between masculine and feminine. I don't mean to go on and on about it, but it's here, and I haven't seen it strongly represented like this in a very long time. So any tarot reader worth their salt would mention it. Okay, so when I tell you I'm looking at a balanced Pisces who harmonizes their masculine and their feminine, that's exactly what that means. That's excellent. That's really nice. All the kings, the Empress, it's beautiful. That's really nice. Anyway, going back to what I was originally saying about that energy that said, if I don't see any emotional growth and the cups are too confusing and they don't seem to go anywhere and they don't get definition beyond friends, it's out. I'm done. It's over. I need something of a higher productive value. I want the security and I want massive emotional growth. This person's already shown me that they have a large heart space and it's actually healing oriented, and they want to take relationship or be in one and take them seriously. They want someone of equal measure. They are pulling it in. They're just cautious about it. So once bitten, twice shy, most likely. And they're happy developing this ace with you, so long as that they can see proof of their efforts in making those cups realistic. You actually have a very similar disposition. You came from that realization not too long ago. And it was like a radical concept, one that you had been resisting because, and it's one you had been resisting, to actually own that decision and then live on that principle. No more loose connections. No more soft, fuzzy, undefinable relationships. I know what I'm looking towards and I'm not going to accept anything less. I made that decision, I'm going to enforce it. Right? Again, very masculine. These are the conditions now. I know who I am. I know what I'm trying to achieve. And anything that meets the less than these concepts is out. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm done with that. No more fuzzy cups. At 7 of Cups, you came up for you too. But the thing is with the 3 of Pentacles, if it doesn't immediately launch into something else and more solid, I'm not going to entertain it. Death. Let's do it. Show me death. You know, it's like I want immediate results. You want someone who is intuitive and can manifest like you do, right? Wow. And it's like... oh, you want to do this whole situationship where we're in a relationship that goes back and forth for 2 years without any goals or direction? We're not doing that. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. That's done. I got bigger dreams and goals, and this is right. So you showing me that determination, and it's like something that they needed as well, and they have also decided upon as well. I told you they want a solid relationship, and it comes from a good heart. And one that's experienced and wise, a little cautious, but probably for that very reason. They're open to the aces, they're manifesting. And when they actually start putting literal work into the cups with you, and they make sure, and they look back on you that you're doing the same, they are reassured and they continue to work in that way. They do have a particular pace surrounding them though, so I do not recommend rushing this person. I don't think you're going to. I think you're too balanced for that. I think I'm looking at a Pisces who knows the pace of everybody is different. And, but it's the kind that so long as it's a pace that presents itself as proof, then it's fine. If it's a pace that presents itself as non-proof, oh, you and I are just kind of seeing each other for 2 years without goals. Oh, that's not a pace. That's a bad choice. And I agree. There's a big difference between trying to match somebody's pace because it's worth it and you have proof versus someone who's like, yeah, I love you and I can keep doing this for a couple of years. Big difference. Big difference, right? But you know that. I'm already looking at a Pisces who knows this. So this person does have a particular pace surrounding their energy. They do not like to be rushed. They have the wisdom of the ancients attached to them. Old soul energy. It's just coming across that way. The King of Cups, the Hermit, plus the Queen of Swords. Oh, forget it. This person's highly intelligent and intuitive and emotional. But it's come through experience and lessons learned. So they do not like to be rushed. But again, you're not rushing them. You've already told me I have proof that they are in this with me, and therefore I feel secure. So I choose it. They choose me, and I've already kind of devoted my energy to continue to see this person, Christina. It's a non-issue. They give me proof that they're working on this with me. I give them proof that I'm working on this with them. You know, beautiful. I like this. Let's see, Death. I don't know what you did or what you had to cut out in that process. I know you had to pull out your big guns to do it. So there might have been people who you let go of, cross-watchers. I'm sorry if this is not what you want to hear, but that's not why I'm here. Tarot, despite popular belief on YouTube, is not a popularity contest. So given this kind of determination, I'm kind of done with low-level connectivity, stuff that does not prove itself over time. It does not challenge me. I'm looking at a Pisces, you like to be challenged. Again, very strongly speaking to your masculine energy. You want the big fish. You want the big prize. You want the big kahuna. There is something there that says, I like the challenge, but it's coming from a healthy place because it helps me figure out who my ideal mate is. So that means, again, very masculine strategy. That means cutting out the connectivity that I know has no growth, no promise. It's too fuzzy and undefined and has no promise of the future. I want a fucking future, right? And your feminine energy says, and I also listen to my feeling. And my intuition is telling me that way. So show me death, please. Show me death. Show me death. This is great. I'm loving this reading for you. Where are we on time? Okay. Show me death, please. Show me death. So that might have meant some sacrifices on your part for, again, those, you know, and I have this talk, it seems like, with fucking Scorpio all the time. It's like connections that do not live up to their potential. But you know what? It's good. That's the whole point of dating, is to figure out if something in someone is worth your time, energy, and effort. And way too many people, and I mean way too many people, put time, energy, and effort into something that's not going to pay out. And that's the whole point of dating, is to figure out if it's worth it. But people get way too attached, so I actually understand this person. People get attached way too quickly with very little results or proof that they should get attached at all. That's the whole point of dating. We've had a couple of dates. It's not happening. You know, I'm glad I got to meet you, but I just don't think that there's something between us. I don't think this is a good fit for me. You see what I'm saying? But people will put so much of themselves into a couple of dates and start thinking it's their life pathway. And it's the most bizarre thing. I don't understand it. What happened to taking your time? What happened to looking at things critically and with discernment regarding your emotions, your experience, and the proof? This person wants proof of emotional growth, so do you. That's healthy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they got a sharp mind. Maybe they don't fuck around with words. Okay, that might be a little harsh, but it comes from, you know, that place of, I'm a little worried about what I'm pulling in. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I have to trust my mind. I have to trust my mind, this person says, and my experience. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. Show me death. Show me death. So yeah, I don't quite know what you had to cut out, but it's looking like for some of you low-level connectivity in order to meet your goal. Show me death, please. 3, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. This is why I use multiple decks. People ask me all the time, why do you use so many decks, Christina? So I can see repeating energies. Case in point, 3 of Pentacles. You had to cut out some low-level connectivity shit that just won't take off. That was the goal. You told you. Believe it or not, I am actually kind of good at my job. I'm being cheeky. I can't help it. You gotta holster these weapons. I live in Texas. Yeah, sorry. That's the only real southern thing I do. That's an analogy. Otherwise, I hate westerns. I really do. When you live in the South, honey, you can only digest so much of that. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. That's exactly what it is. The stuff here that won't take off. Let's recap. The Tower. You pulled out some very strong energy, says that, look, I've been putting off this decision for a long time, but I understand if I find my ideal person, I'm going to have to pull rank, make that decision to cut out those connections that will not grow, that lead up to a whole bunch of nothing. Situationships that are not relationships, loosely defined friendships, friends with benefits, loose cups, open-ended questions, stuff that has no definition or boundaries and has no proof of growth. I'm done with that. I'm done with that crap. And I have to enforce it. Here you are enforcing it. The 3 of Pentacles. Death. I don't know who or how many people. It could have been multiple people. I don't know. But the point is, it's like, you know what? These are all loose ends that don't go anywhere. And the roots of those particular pentacles don't touch anything productive. You know, I'm tired of fucking around. This Pisces says, I'm tired of fucking around. And I want to devote my energy to someone who works alongside me in real relationship values, real emotionality. Anything else, please? 8 of Swords, no more willful blindness, no more holding on to relationships just because I can't see where they're going. I'm sick of that shit, right? That's what you're telling me. Your energy's speaking loud and proud today, honey. I like it. It's very nice. Okay, I want to see a little bit more about this person's 9 of Swords. That got me terribly curious. Sharp mind they do have, so just FYI, this person might be charming, witty. That comes with the Queen and King Swords package, but they also tend to be like, okay, real talk. That's their face. That's their face. But inside, they're squishy. So they're probably very protective and guarded of their squishy. Does that make sense? I completely understand this. All right, show me this person's 9 of Swords. I just want to make sure that there's anything else in here that Pisces should not be made aware of. Show me that person's 9 of Swords, please. Show me this person's 9 of Swords, please. Show me this person's 9 of Swords. What's on their mind? The tendency to overthink as well. Absolutely. You bet. This person, like I said, might be a natural worrier. Show me that 9 of Swords, please. Page of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Investing in the right energies, the right love energies. Is this correct for me? I don't want to be involved in anything that's relating to selfish pleasures or somebody else's selfish pleasures, that kind of thing. I want a realistic investment. Also, P.S., this person might have a kid. That would also explain that protectiveness and the cautious about entering or welcoming new energy. Being very careful about that. That would explain that right away. Also, but just not wanting any sort of sense of hidden selfish pleasures. Okay. In terms of, I want somebody to be forward with their feelings. I'm so sick of dealing with hidden feelings and hidden motivations and the stuff that makes someone else's happy. I want somebody else, whoever I connect with, to speak the hell up about what they're feeling and what their motivation is in regards to love. So again, this person's being very honest. So that's one of the reasons why they're showing me caution. Come forward, but be careful. Because they are manifesting and they are generating that new activity, and you're picking up on it, okay? And the reason why they're showing me caution with their Nine of Swords is that they're so tired of having to discern other people's feelings. They just want the other person whom they're connecting with to be straightforward with their feelings. No more hidden feelings, no more hidden agendas, nothing like that. You know, I want someone to be straightforward with their love energy towards me. Again, that King, Queen of Swords mentality, you know, be straight up. So, again, this person has a very firm mind. But I promise you, their energy is also strong-willed. That's a hell of a combination, honey. Their heart is much bigger than their mind, and that's the part they keep hidden until they feel that they're in a comfortable relationship. And then they kind of really give the best of themselves. But we got to get past that. I'm so sick of dealing with people who hide their fucking emotions. I won't do that anymore. So yes, I'm willing to open myself up, but I'm going to open myself up cautiously. I'm not an idiot, their energy saying. And again, when you two continue to bounce off proof of working towards a common goal, you become more devoted to their energy, and their energy looks back to you for reassurance that, okay, we're in this together. Hell yeah, go team. You know, you could be like, I know they're presenting the Queen of Swords, but they are either water-oriented, possibly Virgo, fellow Pisces, possibly Leo, like I said, Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, a little bit more Taurus energy. Yeah, not that that matters. Okay, let's see when we start investing. Yeah, this was terribly fascinating. Terribly fascinating. I pulled a Three of Pentacles again. Death to loose connections, death to connections that won't grow, death to connections that won't springboard into something else, death to connections that remain fuzzy and confusing and non-productive. I keep coming back to that for you. If it's non-productive, it's out. I'm sick of it. I'm trying to grow with somebody here. You know what I'm saying? So this is lovely. I'm seeing a relationship unfold. It's nice, and it is introducing itself. Either you are or they are relatively soon. I want to see when that Ace of Pentacles drops and they are receiving it. They seem to be receiving your Ace of Pentacles. I do believe it's you extending yourself outward. This person speaks to your heart space, but they also provoke your protective energies too. Your masculine and feminine is so beautifully balanced. It's so beautifully balanced. Anyone who takes offense to that, that's ridiculous. Yeah, some people are so backward sexist they don't even know it. What do you mean I have feminine energy? And there's some women like, oh my god, what do you mean? I'm not masculine at all. Yes, you are. Everybody has a little bit of something. It's just a matter of 2 degrees. I know how many people get offended by the stupidest shit. It's like, how dare you suggest I have masculine energy? You do. We all do. It doesn't matter. Some of it's more prominent. Trust me, I have very strong masculine energy. But honey, I'm feminine where it counts. You understand? I have no problem claiming that. You know why? Because I'm honest with myself. And you know what? My strong masculine energy has served me time and again. So honey, when I tell you I'm feminine where it counts, that's what it means. Oh, but I can be masculine too. You think all this shit happens by itself? Hell no. That's my strong double dose of Aries. No, and if you actually want to know, FYI, did you know you can actually see your feminine, masculine distributions. If you use a detailed birth chart, there are many of them that are free online, accessible. I highly recommend, oh dear, what's it called? Shit. What is the good one? Oh, I do this every time. When you get a thorough birth chart done, many of them are generated online for free. You don't have to pay anything. You can actually see as part of the data how much of that is masculine versus feminine. I've seen mine, I've seen many people's. I think mine is like 60% masculine and 40% feminine. And I'm fine with that. You know why? Because I accept myself. And I know how to work with my energies. The Pisces I'm looking at does too. Anyway, thoroughbred, what is it? What the hell is it? Pisces. Is it cafe? Astrology? Shit, I don't remember. Put in the comments to remind me, because I'm not going to remember. Put in the comments, Christina, what's the birth chart one that you recommend that's free online? And there's one that's really good and it's very thorough. Actually, there's two I recommend that are very good and very thorough. So put it in the comments to remind me, because I'm not going to remember. And, and I know that about myself. And I will list them for you. I will go back, take a look, and then I'll list it in the comments. Yeah, I appreciate that. Trust me, honey, I need my subscribers to help me all the time. There's just, you know, I can only retain so much in here. I have so much stuff floating around in there. Seven of Cups for some of you. There's that Seven of Cups again. You'll be connecting in the options of love relatively soon. The idea is to eliminate unproductive Seven of Cups, unproductive options in love, and to cultivate a proper Seven of Cups, okay? So some of you, 7 days, either prior to, during, or right after this message. It could be in that 7-day window, right after, before, or during, okay? I very rarely do this, but for some of you, 7 a.m. and or 7 p.m. I very rarely actually say that. Time, like literal time. The 7th of a given month might be important to some of you. 3. There it is again. The Empress can no longer be burdened with, I keep saying, the rededication of that particular goal. The part of you that's that feminine energy I was going back to is absolutely exhausted by these friendships that start out love-oriented and then don't go anywhere. So even though it was your masculine energy that took charge and cut that out, it was your feminine energy that got exhausted by it first. So again, I'm looking at a Pisces, and that's how you know if this is speaking to you. Both of those sides of you are so balanced, it's not even funny. It keeps coming up. It literally looks like a 50-50 distribution in my eyes in terms of your energetic balance. It's fascinating. I have never seen one like that before. Not really. Not really. All your masculine stuff took charge, but everything you did prior to that was your feminine energy telling you what's up. Your feminine energy was telling you it was exhausted by these low-level connections, and it didn't want to deal with that anymore. Like you felt it was being used, because here's the deal about the Empress. She is the most productive card in the deck. And if she does not feel like love is being produced or generated, she gets dissatisfied. And when she's dissatisfied, she starts demanding changes. Guess who backed it up? You know, and it's like, honey, we don't want the Empress to not be happy, because then she gets mad. We don't want a mad Empress. No, we do not. And that's when the change started. Look at that. 3 of Cups, and start connecting. You stopped connecting with those people who are unproductive. I got it. Can I get significant time frames, please, for this Ace of Pentacles, however? 6, 3, 7. A combination of those dates. The 6th, the 13th, the 12th, 21, 23, 21, 23. Different dates are all across the board. 5, 3, 6, 7, 10. Different points of connectivity over the next several, how many weeks or months? Whenever you decide. Judgment. Whenever you decide. Some of you not until you enter Scorpio season. Which would explain the 23rd. But whenever you decide, judgment really, whenever you decide to cut out those connections and be firm and to put yourself out towards this person who seems to have a lot of prospects, a month for some of you, less than a month, or the process has already begun. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, there it is. I was reflecting on your person. There's the offer, I believe, going towards them. It could be you putting it the other way around. I don't know. There it is. 11th, 8th, the 18th, the 19th. I don't know that it's necessary. The 19th. Huh. Look at that. The 19th? The 19th is coming through really strong. October 19th, which was not too long ago, a week ago from this message, and then November 19th. Okay. That was the strongest point of reference by far. Okay. Let's do some charms. But whenever you decide, so that kind of tells me you have an idea of who this person is. I don't think you understand their full potential yet. I don't. Of course you don't. You haven't lived it yet. It's under future orientation. But you strongly suspect that this person is strong-minded, but with a strong heart, and will be the opposite of that. Whenever you choose to connect with them. Just do not be surprised by caution. But I think you kind of like that, if I'm being honest. It's kind of proof of validity of their own sense of mind and their own strength of will. D, the great white shark, again, Scorpio energy. The seahorse, you, Pisces. Oh my. A, the bat, honing in on our mate, and then also becoming more acquainted with that side of our energy that suggests we're comfortable with our darker thoughts and our feelings, that they're natural, they're part of us. But then also using, again, those particular unique honing skills that are true and essential to bats in order to find and navigate, okay? So listening to your intuition, knowing how to take flight even in the darkest of times. And then also you might just be seeing an increase of bats. No, shit. As we enter Halloween, you're going to see bats everywhere. So good luck with that confirmation. Now, if you actually see a real live bat, there you go. That is some critical confirmation for you. Camel, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, child. I told you, called it. This person has a kid. T, a good chance anyway. Not everybody, but for some of you, yes. What is this? That's a, no, that's a J. J-A-D T, the Eiffel Tower, the height of the romantic notions, but are also realistic in the real world. Strong sense of solidity and growth. The absolute proof of growth, the pinnacle of growth, and it's based in love. Clouds, the silver lining. Yes, there might be, that's interesting. I don't see those two come out together. The lightning bolt and the cloud. When you two connect, there might be a storm. Or there's lightning happening outside your window right now, in which case it's confirmation, or you're on the verge of rain. You might meet them at the thunderstorm, or you talk when there's rain outside. That's great. I see those two together. Cloud and lightning. Confirmation of the storm. A big one. It's not like, oh, it's raining a little bit. No, that is a storm. That's a proper storm. Huh. That will be a note for some of you. Pisces, this was great. I really liked this. I really enjoyed it. Good for you on having such well-balanced energy, knowing yourself, knowing what it is you're putting out, and therefore what it is you're attracting. And as I've been telling people more and more lately, if you want top-tier results, you yourself have to be top tier. If you don't know that about yourself, If you don't know how you're incorporated, if you don't know what your energy's like, then you're going to attract the unknown as well, and most of it's going to be down here. So if you operate from down here, you get down here results. You operate from up here, you get up here results. You want that top tier shelf? Star, Lover's energy, Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Cups, the devotional energy, all that jazz. Live it. Live it so you can get it, yeah? That's great. Put it in the comments as you see fit. This one was quite the pleasure. I very much appreciate it. It was quite the palate cleanser. I have to point out, I don't mean to be hard on my own sign, you know, but I'm triple Scorpio. If there's anyone who can't be realistic with my sign, it's me, you know. It was hard. I understood it in my own way. I think everybody can understand it in their own way, you know. So when I tell you yours was quite refreshing, that's exactly what it means. So I appreciate you giving me this energy to work with today, and I appreciate you. Hopefully I check up on you in a couple weeks, see how you're doing. I would love to see more of this and to see that the relationship is developing in the way that I've seen it. And if not, then I tune into a group of different group of Pisces. That's all. You guys, take care. Be well.